exposed. NASA captures Martian bear and UN is alerted. Alright, this one's obviously a little silly, but it has been making the rounds on Facebook, and it says on the website it has 62.2 million shares, so that's quite a bit. So I figured we could take a look at this and see what everybody thinks. This article, which you can find in the show notes, it's entitled UN Alerted After NASA Spots Baby Polar Bear Walking on Mars. And it shows a picture. It has a red circle. I mean, to me, it just looks like a rock. A lot of these things do. Now, there have been some supposed, you know, photos or whatever from Mars that look pretty convincing. I don't really think this is one of them, though I do think this looks a little more convincing than that supposed Buddha statue thing. I couldn't see anything in that that made the rounds recently, but anyway, so it says here, the UN has been alerted after NASA found an actual baby polar bear on Mars with hair and everything. And then it says, we should point out that they have been alerted by Scott C. Waring, a UFO fan and tireless defender of the human race who has previously spotted crabs, a weird dark lady, and a statue of Buddha on the red planet. If Waring is right, NASA has a lot of questions to answer, like do the bears eat the space crabs? Are the bears Buddhists? Where do the Martian bears relieve themselves? Waring writes on UFO Sightings Daily, there is a reason NASA puts photos into black and white, to hide the living creatures and plants that are an obvious color. This is a great example of that. This creature has real hair as seen from the shadows around its body. That means it's not a statue, but a living creature. And then the article goes on to say, let's see, this guy says, I will send this to the Secretary General of United Nations at SECGEN Ban Ki-moon of the UN. I often alert them about these amazing discoveries, but as of yet have gotten only one answer, which was him asking me to send it to the @UN account and not his @SecGen account. Then another general at the UN followed me that same day, apparently worried I was off my rocker, so I share these with the world, please help them open their eyes to the truth. And that's basically the whole article. So I have the two pictures. I mean it's two versions of the same picture, but one has the circle around the thing and the rock or polar bear or whatever, and then one of the other picture has it highlighted. I have both those pictures in this video. So so what do you guys think? And not only about this one, but about the whole phenomenon. I actually do think there's some validity to some of them, like the face on Mars. I've written about that in my book Cherubim Chariots. If you haven't had a chance to check out the work by Dave Flynn, I would highly suggest that. So I think that there is something to this whole phenomena, but I think that there's a lot of disinformation and a lot of claims that make the whole thing seem ridiculous. It's like if there's one ridiculous thing, the whole thing must be ridiculous, that kind of thing. So I'm interested in what you guys think. Do you think this is an actual polar bear? Do you think there's life on Mars? They recently came out that there is water on Mars, though. Who knows? Can we trust NASA? Can we even trust the people that are giving us our information? I'd love to read all your comments, and I'll reply back too. So let me know what you think. And if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel, take part in the conversation, share the video, all that fun stuff. Rate it. So as always, take care. God bless.